Never thought I'd say this, but you're my favorite partner in crime. You make beating the odds look easy, Captain.
What can I say? I'm inspired by a beautiful woman.
Just so we're clear, I had a snappy comeback for that line, but I'm not using it out of respect. I've definitely learned a few dirty tricks from watching you work. Think I might have found a few of my own. We'll find out at our next death-defying showdown. I can't wait.
What was it like, Nocdrayan? I'd been asking Risha, but she gets all weird and prickly about it. She actually slapped me when I said it'd be a better story if you turned out to be his long-lost son. Even Rogan was impressed when he heard you dug up the old man's treasures.
I don't like to brag, but... who am I kidding? I love to brag.
That's why everyone's heard of you, right? How does someone become the most famous spacer in the galaxy anyway? Did you always know this was what you wanted to do? I like to imagine your parents programmed janitorial droids, and this was your way out of the family business.
Can't ask for better, kid. Complete strangers give you credits to have the time of your life.
I wish my old Jedi Master could meet you. He'd have a harder time selling the whole deprivation is the key to happiness thing.
Been thinking about something Corridan said. Thought he'd be seeing some real action again soon. You think he meant it? Or was that just talk?
It's just eating you up that he might go to war while you don't.
A little. Almost hope he's wrong. This armor might not be up to a decent fight.
That's some kind of hint that you want to buy new armor?
Not something you can buy. Mandalore gave you a piece of Beskar gum, didn't he? Should be made of Beskar. Only our people can work it.
Never heard of it. Why is it important?
It's stronger than Durasteel. Can take lightsaber hits if it has to. Can't find better. This can wait. We ought to get to work.
Senator, I'm heading into Voss now. What should I know?
I'm glad you made it here. I'm still having nightmares about those awful creatures Rogan sent to attack me. It won't be easy to find out who he's working with here. We barely have diplomatic relations with the Voss.
Start from the beginning. All I remember is something about cyborg attack beasts and the Force.
We know the beasts Rogan uses are Voss species. What we don't know is who helped him implant the cybernetics or ship them off-world. But it'll be a lot of politics for you to navigate to get that answer. Voss was only discovered a few years ago and promptly handed the Empire its head when it tried to attack. The Republic's desperate to get them as allies.
What? You don't agree?
Well, I do if we can trust them. The Voss use the Force like no Jedi's ever seen. They'd be powerful allies. That's the thing. No one really knows the Voss, but they took down an Imperial battlecruiser without breaking a sweat. And when you ask them, all they say is, "The mystics showed us what must be."
What? The whole planet follows a bunch of quacks?
Don't call them that. The mystics are powerful Force users. They have visions of the future which they use to rule Voss society unquestioned. And the Voss have made it clear, break one law and the entire Republic can be thrown off this world.
I won't take any risks that would hurt the Republic.
Why do I doubt that? I've arranged for a native guide, a diplomat named Lokir Ka. He'll be waiting in a private room off the shuttle bay. I sent him files on the beasts that attacked me. I hope he can help you track who sold them.
Go ahead, Blizz. I appreciate the gesture. What makes them irreplaceable? I've got a lot going on, Blizz.
Are you Lokir Ka?
Indeed. May the mystic see no shadows on you, Captain, and the duty to all weigh lightly. I am your honores. Your translation might be chaperone.
Alright then. What do I do to avoid pain of fiery torture or whatever it is you do here?
Your mission has touched a nerve. The creatures that attacked your Senator Dodonna are a Gormak abomination.
Is that some kind of Vossian insult?
The Gormak are creatures of war. They create these monstrosities from beasts, set them against us. To spread Gormak creations past the stars violates every law.
Theoretically, if I wanted to buy one of these abominations, how would I sneak past the authorities?
This is not something Voss do. If you seek criminals, search your people. A settlement in the Minevra caves, called the Exchange.
Where do I find these guys?
I have been there. I have an academic interest in off-world music. My trade was with a human named Scratch. Perhaps he can answer your questions.
Warm welcome. Let's get on with this, bounty hunter. I've troops to deploy. Darth Tormund demands that I dispatch you to capture Chairman Harlan Fane of the Corellian Corporate Council.
Where can I find Chairman Fane?
Fane and the other representatives have locked themselves up in their council tower in defiance of Imperial rule. His exact location isn't known, but it is likely that he and the other senior representatives are holed up in the tower's upper executive offices.
Get me a shuttle, and I'll take things from the top.
The anti-aircraft coverage over in Corporation Island would atomize you immediately. Ground assault is the only option. Resistance will be heavy, but the Council Tower has several structural weaknesses we can exploit. The only thing stopping you from accessing the tower through the main lobby is sheer manpower.
I hope you're not suggesting I take the stairs.
For now, you have another option. The executive suites have a private lift that will bypass most of the intervening levels. It'll require an access key used by senior staff. Also, unless you'd like to be trapped inside a lift shaft, you'll need to attack the tower's security center and disable their lift override controls.
If there's nothing else, General, I'd like to get started.
Once those objectives have been completed, you should have a straight shot to the upper levels. And remember, you're to deliver Chairman Fane alive and intact. Dismissed.
Hagwatopi basta wahota. Chobot I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Piowa ituta odmishka. Boshuda tuabo.
You exchange?
Patoga wata kiko uba kiliwata buki donko. Poya toka changa goptula dobata wana wanki.
Just tell me who's dealing for Rogan. I can do the rest.
Tupi upi gupta waho. Chikos pa inikudad ijigliska chanagawa.
Are we talking about the same thing here?
Kuchusa yomata chitoya. Asubi mota uipa. Manchito ti puna puna. Kabok nuni slemo. Chatungi ma chechu. I kutsig nang kihe.
Won't be the first dangerous ruins I've been in.
Ya. Wonki ata chakapa tonka. Chisa bicha. Poya toka changa goptula dobata wana wanki.
Wait.
Sir, they're dangerous.
They're also not Imperial soldiers.
I smell a pitch coming on.
This is clearly a question of money, not loyalty. Am I right?
I've got my reasons for being here. Money's only one of them.
Look, I'm a powerful man. I can open a lot of doors. Let's work something out. The private sector always needs good talent, and we'll pay you what you're worth. Why collect one paltry bounty when I can pay you a fortune in regular wages?
Take care of the Republic's price on my head, and we'll talk.
A fresh start? Harder to grease the right palm since the Prime Minister sold out to the Empire, but it's possible.
He's on to us.
It's you! Fire!
I have your artifacts.
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Mikuna mo. Uban chone alipa. Istin koto.
I assume he means you? Then I warn you, this is a unique opportunity. There's nothing like these creatures for sale in the galaxy.
Just tell me where to pick up the cargo.
Dobata jimoa tusawa. Mikuna posta morulia.
You understand this is large and unusual cargo with certain transportation issues? Selling it is a capital offense on Voss. You have to buy direct and pick it up yourself.
Where are we going? Part of an active volcano? Irradiated wasteland? Rancor throat?
To keep this out of sight of the Voss commandos, we set up shop in the heart of the Gormak war zone. I'll transmit the coordinates now. If you make it here alive, I'll be waiting.
I awaited you in Voskar for hours. You were seen everywhere else. If you do not check in, duty requires I accompany you.
You never told me to come back.
I am Honores. I cannot guard Voss from your influence if you deal in secret. What have you learned?
Scratch hooked me up with Rogan's suppliers. I'll be posing as a buyer.
A buyer? Of Gormak abominations?
Kunta chuta. Kasoyali kulira. Kanki kung.
I will not interfere unless you break Voss law, but I will come.
You start lecturing, and you'll blow the whole deal.
Wonki atachakapa tonka. Jisa bicha.
Agreed. Where?
Vota miokrita chobasa. Chiho poka fokrida.
Even the mystics dare that not.
Pioa ituta odmishka. Boshuda tuabo.
We can work this out. The Empire can have Corellia. I'll slip off world and retire somewhere in the colonies.
Should have thought of that earlier. Let's go, Chairman.
I can't stop you. I'll go quietly.
Captain, I thought I would never find you. The minute I heard you were on Voss, I started searching. I'm certain you have terribly important business, but might you find time to do one small service for a diplomat of the Republic? Me?
Somehow these things never end up that small.
Just hear me out. Her whole life, my sister suffered from a rare form of Misra syndrome. She would have died had I not landed this post on Voss. I was able to arrange for her to receive healing from the Mystics.
I don't care what they did to her. I'm not going after the Mystics.
It's nothing like that. I would never suggest... My sister chose to stay and serve the Shrine of Healing as payment for her treatment. But now, our mother is dying, and I have no way to reach her. The whole path to the shrine, it's besieged by Gormak. I can pay you handsomely if you would brave the Gormak to bring my sister word to come home.
How dangerous is this path?
Dozens of pilgrims have been killed before they reach the top. Thank you, Captain. I believe Kindra serves a mystic named Kina Ray. I pray she lets her leave, and quickly. Mother may not last long.
You've obtained Chairman Fane. Good. We proceed on schedule. General, see to the bounty hunter's reward.
Yes, my lord.
Our next objective is to bring Corellia's beasts to heal. You will be the one to break them.
How do you plan for me to do that?
The Corellians cohabit with a number of species. The most numerous and organized are the Selonians. The Republic needs to see the Selonians accede to the Empire. A representative must be acquired.
Never seen a Selonian. What am I looking for?
Man-sized vermin with enough intelligence to fear us. They support the rebellion from Coronet City's interstitial maintenance corridors. One particularly tenacious animal leads packs of raiders to undermine our front lines. It will make as good an example as any. General Trow will brief you on the battle plan. When you have the creature, bring it to me in Axial Park.
You'll have your Selonian soon.
Trying to locate the Selonian raiders in the guts of Coronet City would be almost futile. Instead, you'll target an invaluable Selonian resource and force these raiders to defend it.
I was getting tired of chasing all my targets down anyway.
Follow the plan exactly, and they'll have nowhere to run. Selonians rely on a small breeding caste to reproduce. With their future at stake, the Selonians will have no choice but to act. Raid the Selonian warrens under Labor Valley, take your hostages, and hold them at these coordinates.
What's so special about this section of tunnels?
It's a dead end. They'll believe they have you cornered right up to the moment you cut off their only route of escape. These shock collars will keep the alien filth in line while you lead them to the ambush coordinates. When your objective is complete, report directly to Darth Torman in Axial Park. Just follow the sound of destruction.